It's minicamp and OTA season, and today we're looking at the Miami Dolphins and getting a good look at Ollie Gordon. We're going to watch him work through some drills, catch some balls, and everything else. Before we dig in, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at practice, rookie camp, OTAs, minicamp, training camp, workouts, whatever we can find on these players. So you know about your rookies, you know about your camp battles, those quarterback battles, guys coming back from injury, and those guys you're drafting soon in fantasy football. You need to know what these players are doing so you can make these decisions. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're looking at Ollie Gordon today. We're going to loop this and keep talking ball. We got some new clips up. I got some of the olders mixed in with it. But here we go. Late round picks, so you're not going to get a ton out of them in camps right now. Maybe more once we get into training camp. Look at that one. Here's him catching some balls. And that one was at OTAs. And that was from the Dolphins. Here's another one. Again, in camps, they're going to get them more involved in the passing game because they ain't hitting. So the thing about this, the thing about Ollie Gordon is, I get it, he fell in the draft a little bit. But talent-wise, more than his draft capital. You definitely see that when you look at the statistics. If you're looking at him broadly, if you followed his career, you definitely know. He's a guy we've been following throughout the draft process. And now you look at him in this Dolphins team. And they got a lot of talent at the running back position. They certainly do. They've endured injuries at the running back position for multiple years. And the thing about him is he's a bigger running back. He's like the prototypical build you see at running back that can handle a lot of workload. That over the long term, not just 2025, because we got some other players on the roster here, things are going to change. You see him and Devin Achane together, that's like a good tandem. Throw in Jalen Wright. He's been working out really hard. He's a bigger running back prospect. He's in the 200s, but with that 4.3 speed, you got a little bit of everything with your younger running backs. That's the thing about that. You throw in Madison. You got a deep running back depth chart where if the injury bug just comes down to Miami, starts swarming, they're going to be all right. They got talent. So the thing about Gordon is he's a prospect that could get into training camp and get a lot of buzz. Get a lot of buzz, start performing, go between the tackles. He had that DUI in college, and this was a deep running back class where you can really just pick your poison, and there's talent in every round, where a guy that has that on his record, that you may let him slip a little bit, but he's more talented than his draft slot, and we got a lot of guys around his draft slot that's more talented than realized because this is a deep running back class. Like, put him in last year's class, he's one of the better running backs in it. That's the thing about that. This is a very deep, probably the deepest running back class of all time, probably the most talented running back class of all time. And when you immerse Ollie Gordon in it, and you look at his full resume, and just his build, his frame, and the one thing they said about him in the Senior Bowl is that he looks like he fits more like in line with the tight end group than the running backs due to his size, due to the size-adjusted athleticism, how thick, how wide he is. And that size, that hammer that you're getting with the Dolphins, fitting with Achane, fitting with Jalen Wright and everybody else, you got a different look. So you got your knuckleball, your fastball, your curveball. You got a little bit of everything you can throw at a team. And then with that, you like to be fast-paced. You like to be up and down the court. Now you can show those changes off the defenses. Now if you're looking at him for fantasy football, first off, super cheap. Starting off with Dynasty, super cheap. Flyer, target that you're looking at as a lottery ticket. Now, if you're looking at him for redraft, he's a flyer, but he's kind of outside the scope of drafts depending on if you're in a deeper format or not. And also depending on whether you're playing best ball or not. But if you're looking in the later rounds and you're looking at later round rookie running backs, you know what you're doing. Basic home league drafts, you're probably watching him from afar, and you're watching to see if he catches any buzz. Like there's an injury or two, now he's starting to get some looks, you pick him up right away. Because this is a running back that could emerge quickly if given the opportunity. That's the thing about him. And the Dolphins, they got a clogged roster at running back. They got a lot of talent there at running back. And this guy could climb the roster very quickly. This is a very good running back prospect. Prototypical build out of lab. He's not Derrick Henry size, but he's got good size to him. He's a guy that can handle a lot of work. He's a guy that can handle a lot of red zone touches. That's the thing about him. And you got HN, you got a lot of talent there in that backfield. Now, touch-wise, it's going to be spread around a bit because they got a lot of talent in the backfield. But he's also looked upon as a lottery ticket long-term. If I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm looking at this as a high-quality lottery ticket too. Adds more talent to my depth chart here, and I'm excited about that. You got a guy with good vision that runs with a lot of power, pop to him. And that's going to help you out in key moments. That's what he's there. He's going to help you out in key moments. I would not look at him as a late-round pick, even though he's a late-round pick, because due to the depth of the running back class, if you've been studying it, you know. But this is a player that could emerge. And we're looking at this backfield. Him and Jalen Wright, those are two running backs to pay attention to once we get into training camp here in about a month. Probably about a month or so. That being said, Ollie Gordon, if we start seeing time on the field, you need to pay attention to him. Dolphins fans, you should be excited about him because he's got a lot of upside. His upside's immense, and more than likely he's going to help this team in any different way. There's going to be a way he's going to help this team because he's that good of a ball player. He's going to help. Even if it's like a smaller, reduced role that's not made for fantasy football, he's going to help this team. He has that type of talent. We've seen this throughout his career in college. But he's also a workhorse back, and you could lean on that. And you got other backs there. Jalen Wright's got a lot of speed. Devin HN has got a lot of speed. You got some other backs on the roster, but I'm also thinking more of the long-term scope, not just 2025. He is a rookie. He's got to work his way up the depth chart, but there's a lot of upside to his game to where he can help the Dolphins be successful. This team likes to be fast-paced. With this team being fast-paced, we know that they have the potential to fuel multiple running backs with good production. They've done it before. It's spotty, but they've done it before. That could be something to pay attention to for the long term. And being stacked at running back helps Tua, helps the passing game, helps what this team likes to do. That's run at a fast pace, move the football, not much time between plays, get into that red zone, use multiple different running backs, have different running backs on the field at the same time, be more fluid. And this is a late round pick that fell to your lap that you should be excited about. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to hear about that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button on the way out. One thing for watching. Catch you on the next video.